Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Going In Blind. So today we are presenting another Final Fantasy 13 deck, and we have nothing else but Noel and Sazh. So yeah, the main like every other Final Fantasy 13 deck, each character has a centric summon attached to him. So in the case of Sazh, it's going to be Bernhilder. So there's going to be 4 Sazh. It's going to be 2 forwards and 2 backups. That's pretty good. Supports itself. Then the Bernhilder in the same attributes, just like the Dodge, which is going to be another set of backups. So that's going to be it for the backups part of this deck. And then we also have the Noels, which are going to be the lightning part of the deck, but we don't have lightning backups. So we're going to be sacrificing each Noel for itself. For example, this one says if you control a card named Sarah, but there's no decks that have ice and lightning in. Actually, yes, there are. Anyways, yeah. So Noel can go into that deck that has lightning on it, and then that guy is going to be helping Sarah a lot, or Sarah helps him more like. And then any other one that helps Sarah is going there, but there's none. So maybe this Noel alone goes over there. Not a biggie. Not a biggie. Anyways, let's go to the cost 2 one. That's lightning and fire. It says when he enters the battlefield, select one of the 2. Choose one forward other than Noel you control. Until the end of turn, it gains 2,000 and has haste. The other option is choose up to 2 forwards and deal them 2,000 damage each. Yeah, it's 2 costs that gets 5,000 attack. That's pretty good. Then we have another cost 2, but it's just lightning. It's going to have haste, and when he attacks until the end of turn, Noel gains 1,000 power for each Cat 13 character in your control. Nice. Then forward an opponent controls leaves the field. Choose one forward an opponent controls and dull it. Okay, so it likes dulling through lightning, and it's gonna try to do damage. So damage dulls. Nice. And then the Noel that helps Sarah, the Noel that's Theatrhythm. First strike, when it is blocked, deals 6,000 damage. Nice. And then this helps this trigger by destroying something that is gonna dull something. That's pretty good. Then we have the cost 5 one. CX Burst. When it enters the field, choose up to 2 forwards and opponent controls and dull them. And it can tap and sacrifice to dull all the forwards your opponent controls. Nice. So it clears the board so you can attack with everything, and it's way good. Interesting. Now cost 6 Noel, on the other hand, has a haste. When he enters the battlefield until the end of turn, gains 3,000, and when he deals damage your opponent choose a forward the opponent controls and break it. So removal, buff, pretty good all around. Now let's talk about the Sazh. We got the Sazh cost 2 forward. The first one, full art. I don't know. No, that's not full art. It says when Sazh attacks, choose one forward. Is it Sazh? I think it's Sazh, and this is Dodge. Yeah, Sazh. When he attacks, choose one forward an opponent controls, deal it 1,000 for each point of damage you have received. Okay, the worse off you are, the better that guy is. Nice. The second Sazh is going to be when he enters the battlefield, search for a dodge and add it to your hand. Nice. So it searches for backups. And then backup says the card named Sazh you control cannot be chosen by your opponent's summons or ability, so it protects Sazh. All of them. Sazh. Hey, what's happening with me? Then the other cost 2 dodge says when dodge enters the battlefield, you may discard 1 card. If you do so, draw 1 card, and the card named Sazh gains 1,000 power and first strike. That's amazing. Now we got the backups. The backups are saying choose 1 forward. The cost 3 one at least. Choose 1 forward, tap it, choose 1 forward, deal 2,000 damage. Sazh will not activate during your next turn, your next active phase. If you have cast a Burnhilder, deal that forward 4,000 damage instead. There's about Burnhilders, and Saw will not activating during your next active phase. Okay, then the other one, it says when it enters the battlefield, you may search for one fire summon and add it to your hand, and there are two which are gonna be both Burnhilders. So the cost 2 one says EX Burst, choose one forward, deal 5,000 damage, and when it is put from the field to the break zone, you draw a card. Nice, that's really good. And then the other one says choose a forward, deal 7,000. It's pretty sweet. Then we got the Anima for 4. It's just in the same color, so it's just an auto include, I guess. It doesn't need to be here, but it is. It says when it enters the battlefield, choose 2 cards in your break zone, remove them from the game. At the end of each of your turns, remove the top card of your deck from the game. Then if there are 5 or more cards removed by Anima's abilities, add them to your hand and break all the forwards the opponent's controls. So you do this 3 times. Add those to your hand, all of them, and break all the forwards. Nice, that's a good board wipe. Interesting card, and it kind of works well with everything going on here. Then we have the cost 2 Fang, saying if you control 3 or more Cat 13 characters, the Cat 13 forwards you control gain 2,000 power. Then for 0 during this turn, the cost required to cast your next Cat 13 forward is reduced by 2. Okay, so it helps them all, the Noels and the Saw. And then you can only use this ability during your turn and only once per turn. That's why it's a 0. It's not a trigger. It's once per turn. Then you got a Fang. If you control 2 or more Cat 13, Fang gets first strike. 4 or more gets her haste, and then 6 or more gets her 3,000 power. So they all stack, they're all working there. And that's the deck. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know. Which one is your favorite Noel? And why is this the only guy that deals with Sarah? And Sarah's not even in these colors, so Noel's kind of like out of place. But yeah, let me know about that in the comments, as well as like, share, subscribe, and follow for more. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.